Hi, welcome to jugoauto. Another day, another motor show and another striking Lexus concept car. This time Detroit is the venue and the vehicle's the LF-1 Limitless, probably the sveltest of SUVs, designed to sit atop of Toyota's premium wings range. It's demonstrably bigger than the RX, the largest SUV Lexus sells in the UK, with a footprint around the same size as the body-on-frame LX on sale in the USA. While we've no indication yet whether it's likely to make production, the LX was launched way back in 2007 and it's fair to say it's showing its age now. Could the LF-1 give an early idea of its replacement's design and technology? It's possible that a new LX will join the range alongside the car you see here, in a similar sense to Audi planning to offer both Q7 and Q8 models. The exterior design is dominated by that distinctive, impossible to ignore, spindle grille up front, but this time there's no chrome. LED lighting does the same job instead. It'd certainly stand out at night. At the rear there are what appear to be holes for a false exhaust, but we're promised these function as vents for airflow over the rear wheels rather than anything gratuitously cosmetic. The unusual split rear spoiler that continues the split panoramic roof lines doesn't appear to have any effect past looks, though. Our preview guide to the 2018 Detroit Motor Show. Just how big is the LF-1 Limitless concept? It has dimensions fractionally longer, wider and with more space between its axles than a Porsche Cayenne. It's significantly lower, though, by a whopping 68 mm, which means conceptually it's closer in size to the aforementioned forthcoming Audi Q8. Billed as a flagship model by Lexus, the LF-1 Limitless has been designed by the Audi design research team in California to work with a number of the firm's modular powertrains, including hydrogen fuel cell, hybrid, plug-in hybrid and pure electric. It features autonomous tech in the form of chauffeur mode, which controls all aspects of driving, including turning signals and lights alongside more conventional active lane keeping and adaptive cruise control. What if I want to do some driving? But enthusiasts are catered for too, to an extent, thanks to paddle shifters behind the steering wheel and a manual mode for whichever transmission is fitted. The eagle-eyed among you will spot that auto, park and reverse buttons are on the wheel too, which adds a simplicity of design for the cockpit along with being easier to operate than a standard gear lever arrangement. Although it's been designed as an SUV to accommodate modern car buyers' demands, and despite our misgivings about the proliferation of such vehicles across the industry, Lexus claims you don't have to sacrifice speed nor sumptuousness with the LF-1. With that in mind, it remains rear-driven, despite its 4x4 appearance. This is our vision for a new kind of flagship vehicle that embraces crossover capability without giving up the performance and luxury delivered by today's top saloons, said Kevin Hunter, president of Audi Design Research. The Lexus LF-1 Limitless concept incorporates imaginative technology while creating a strong emotional connection by improving the human experience for driver and passengers. Tell me more about that interior design. The driver gets an instrument panel facing towards them flanked by a pair of rear-view screens, along with a gesture control system that replaces many physical buttons for an uncluttered cabin design. You've got a quartet of identical seats in the LF-1 and each one gets its own multimedia screen, which can also display journey information from the nav in a similar way to modern airplanes. Said navigation system also tries to anticipate occupants' needs en route, for example suggesting fuel and rest stops or meal venues, and booking hotel rooms while you're on the move. Each backseat passenger can choose their own infotainment and climate settings using a haptic controller in the rear seat center console, which is almost certainly going to cause havoc when the kids get their hands on it. Ambient lighting features heavily in the LF-1, with a dramatic drive mode-specific lighting sequence promised when you switch the car on. There are pinhole perforations in the wood door trim that let light through to supplement the more obvious LEDs elsewhere in the cabin. So, what do you reckon? Could you see the LF-1 on your driveway alongside your LC sports car? Let us know in the comments below. You wanna see more? If I am you, I will click subscribe. jugoauto, update for you.